No one knows exactly when it began, but slowly, and then all at once, wild boars started showing up in our quiet town. At first, it was just trampled soil or broken fences. Then, entire fields were ravaged overnight, and reports of damage near homes started rolling in. Their growls echo through the night, their heavy footsteps now an unwelcome part of our daily lives. The threat has grown too bold, too destructive. Today, we draw the line. We're not just defending our land, we're taking back our peace, one step at a time. The sky was still a deep gray when we set off, our boots crunching over wet earth as we approached the foot of the towering mountain. Recent rains had soaked the forest floor, and the dense underbrush still glistened with dew, perfect conditions for wild boars to lie low. These creatures often take shelter in thick vegetation after rain, making this rugged terrain their ideal hiding ground. But just as we began to settle into position, movement erupted ahead. A full herd of wild boars burst through the trees, their dark shapes cutting across the mist.
Öndeki.
Chaos unfolded in an instant. The herd, startled and disoriented, scattered across the forest floor. Despite the sudden start, our team remained focused. Several clean shots echoed through the mountainside, and a few boars dropped where they stood. It was a strong start, unexpected, but effective. We quickly moved into our pre-planned formation, splitting into smaller units to cover more ground. While I maneuvered through the undergrowth, my teammates had already spotted a second herd moving along a ridge. They crouched silently, steadied their rifles, and waited for the right moment. The first shot missed, but the second found its mark. One boar fell, leaving the rest to scatter into the shadows. Not long after, my own path crossed with another group of boars. These animals, despite their size, are deceptively fast. Some can sprint at speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour, weaving skillfully through the forest. But when a lone boar strayed from the group, I seized the opportunity. With practiced calm, I lined up the shot. A single pull of the trigger and the boar was struck. It staggered before collapsing into the undergrowth. The stillness didn't last long. Soon, the forest erupted again with distant gunfire and the sharp barks of our hunting dogs. The atmosphere had shifted from tense to electric. The dogs had cornered another target, pinning it down just long enough for us to act.
Dört etti lan.
We moved quickly to support them. The boar was trapped near a ravine, its escape routes blocked. The dog circled with precision, trained through years of experience. This time, a clean shot brought the animal down swiftly. These dogs are essential to our team. They can pick up scent trails over great distances and signal danger long before we can see it. And they never back down. As we regrouped, we spotted movement again, several more boars darting up the rocky hillside. We pursued carefully, maintaining just enough distance to avoid alerting them too soon. Once close, we took aim and fired. Another boar was struck, tumbling down the slope and marking yet another successful effort. By now, the mountain echoed with the signs of a stirred-up wilderness, distant hooves, snapping branches, and the occasional call of our dogs. It was clear the boars were retreating in panic, their usual confidence in their speed shaken. But no matter how fast they moved, luck plays a huge part in the outcome of any hunt. And today, luck wasn't on their side. One final moment stood out. Our dog relentlessly pursued a last boar through the dust and undergrowth. We moved in sync with him, carefully choosing our shot. The moment came. The boar was struck and rolled down the slope, the final mark of the day's efforts. It was a challenging yet successful outing, one we won't soon forget. If this kind of hunting adventure resonates with you, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more first-hand stories from the wild. As the sun disappears behind the vast Texas horizon, a heavy stillness settles over the land. But beneath this deceptive calm, danger brews. The wild boars, over 2.6 million of them across Texas alone, are far from resting. With nightfall, they become even bolder, prowling through crops and farmlands like ghosts of destruction. Farmers have long feared these invasive creatures, which cause over $100 million in annual agricultural damage across the state. Tonight, we're not just hunters, we're protectors of this land. Every step we take into the darkness is a step closer to confronting one of the most destructive forces in rural America. It wasn't long after local reports of a massive herd tearing through fields reached us that we geared up and hit the road. Texas welcomed us with a brilliant, fiery sunset, a view that could easily fool anyone into thinking danger wasn't lurking just beyond the tree line. But seasoned hunters know better. Wild boars are cunning, muscular animals weighing up to 300 pounds, capable of sprinting at 30 miles per hour and attacking without warning. Equipped with thermal scopes, night vision, and steady resolve, we prepared ourselves for what we knew could be our most intense hunt yet. Darkness blanketed the orchard where we chose to make our stand. I scattered a small pile of grain, a simple but effective bait. Wild boars are known for their insatiable appetite and strong sense of smell, capable of detecting food from miles away. It wasn't long before shadows emerged in the distance. One by one, hefty figures moved closer, their snouts sniffing greedily at the dirt. Hidden in the brush with eyes locked through thermal optics, we waited in silence. The moment they began feasting, they sealed their fate. A sharp breath. A clean shot. The first boar dropped instantly.
Three, two, one.
Panic exploded among the herd. Chaos erupted, squeals, thuds, and the thunderous charge of hooves trampling the earth. But we didn't flinch. We moved with precision, tracking their movement and calmly picking off targets. Each boar brought down wasn't just a victory for us, it was relief for the farmers whose livelihoods they endangered. The Texas Department of Agriculture classifies feral hogs as a non-game, invasive species, meaning they can be hunted year-round with no bag limit. And for good reason, each sow can birth 2 litters per year, with up to 12 piglets each time. As we pushed deeper into the fields, the ground was torn and trampled, evidence of the destruction these beasts had wrought. Then we saw it, the largest herd yet. At least 24 massive boars, clustered and growling low in the dark. Their eyes glinted under our scopes, full of defiance. We lowered ourselves, hearts racing, breaths shallow. Then, the air cracked with gunfire. This wasn't just another hunt, this was war. We took positions, firing with calm precision. The leader, a hulking boar nearly 350 pounds, collapsed with a single well-placed shot. The herd scattered in terror, but there would be no escape tonight. When the dust finally settled, the field was littered with the silhouettes of the fallen. It was a sobering sight, yet necessary. These creatures, while impressive in resilience, had crossed the line, invading human territory, destroying food supplies, and threatening ecosystems.
Shoot that thumb gun.
Tonight, we didn't just hunt, we sent a message. As the team regrouped and the hum of the thermal gear faded, we looked toward the next mission. Because as long as the wild boar population continues to surge, our work isn't done. The land must be defended, and we'll be there to answer the call.